it's all been rather woolly so far, isn't right. Can you pin down exactly what would keep investors happy, make them feel more confident?
That's a tough one. Personally, it doesn't matter. See, I'm a trader. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I go with what if I see an opportunity to make money, I go with that. So for most traders, it's not about, we don't really care that much how they're going to fix the economy, how they're going to fix the whole situation. Our job is to make money from it. And personally, I've been dreaming of this moment for 3 years. I had a confession, which is I go to bed every night, I dream of another recession. I dream of another moment like this. Why? Because people don't seem to maybe remember, but the 30s depression, the depression in the 30s, wasn't just about a market crash. There were some people who were prepared to make money from that crash. And I think anybody can do that. It isn't just for some people in the elite. Anybody can actually make money. It's an opportunity. When the market crashes, when the euro and the big stock markets crash, if you know what to do, if you have the right plan to set up, you can make a lot of money from this. For example, hedging strategies is one. Then investing in bonds, treasury bonds, that sort of stuff.
If you could see the people around me, jaws have collectively dropped at what you've just said. I mean, we appreciate your candour, however, it doesn't help the rest of us, does it, or the rest of the Eurozone?
I would say this, listen. I would say this to everybody who's watching this. This economic crisis is like a cancer. If you just wait and wait thinking this is going to go away, just like a cancer, it's going to grow and it's going to be too late. What I would say to everybody is get prepared. This is not a time right now to wishful thinking the government is going to sort things out. The governments don't rule the world. Goldman Sachs rules the world. Goldman Sachs does not care about this rescue package, neither does the big funds. So actually, what I would actually tell people, I want to help people. People can make money from this. It isn't just traders. What they need to do is learn about how to make money from a downward market. The first thing people should do is protect their assets, protect what they have, because in less than 12 months, my prediction is that savings of millions of people is going to vanish, and this is just the beginning. So, I would say, be prepared and act now. The biggest risk people can take right now is not acting.
Great day, great day, great day, great day, great day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope everyone is having a great day. Another day, another opportunity. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in with Demi Sanya of Rich Education. What a great video, and really that video dated back to 2008. We had the real estate crisis, and if we go before that video, the other crisis that took place in the 20th century was the dot-com crash around 1999, 2000. So today we have the worstest opportunity, and well, I'm going to say opportunity because with crisis there's opportunity, but we got the worst situation ever in the history of the world, which is the COVID-19 crisis. So here we are, great people, with opportunity for you, opportunity for me. We can get it done. But young people, if you're coming across this video, just hang out with me for a few more minutes because this is very important. They say that you don't have to fail. You can look from those who've already done it, already come before you, and they failed, and you can just don't do what they did and maybe do some of the things they didn't do. If that makes sense. So I just want you to hang out with me for a little while, because I know when you'll see my thumbnail that I'm going to have to upload for this video, it may attract you, but at the same time, there's a shift that you're going to have to go through mentally in order for you to succeed. If you're looking for ways to make money online, and I'm just sharing it. As you know, I've always been a asset person who accumulates assets, and I'm continually to accumulate assets. I'm never going to stop that. But at the end of the day, there are ways for us to develop cash flow. What is cash? It's a medium of exchange. Cash flow can be from your job if you have one. Cash flow can be from another online business that you may be running. But just here's some more education for you to get. If you want to learn the mechanism and how to go about becoming a professional trader. One who knows how to go in the market and accumulate cash flow, no matter if the market's going up or down, no matter if it's crashing. That's probably even the best way to learn how to win, because when it's crashing, I mean, you can make a whole lot of currency. And I'll use words. I don't like to use the word money because cash is not money, but this here is cash is not real money. Put it like that. It's a medium of exchange, okay? But this here is a way where you can leverage what we call your smartphone, and you've heard me say this in some of my other streams where I'm actually learning myself this amazing skill. But let's quickly talk about how you can use that smartphone to accumulate cash flow. So how to become a professional trader. Okay, to become a professional trader, you must learn trading basics and advanced basics. Once these are mastered, you can learn proven strategies and gain experience in implementing them. Okay, I love this space because what it does, it gives you what you call a demo platform, where as you're learning and earning, you're actually able to kind of use a platform that does not have real currency on it. Also, it's important to be realistic about this profession. There is no perfect method of trading that consistently produces only winning results. However, if you practice learning to discriminate accurate information from that which is incorrect or misleading, you can spend most of your time focusing on information that will make you a more efficient and profitable trader. So there's trading basics. These are some of the things that you want to learn, like what markets to trade. We're going to talk more about that, how price move, bid and ask prices, order types, risk management, because you got to understand when you're trading is more of you investing in yourself, learning the skill. But there's ways to what you call a stop loss, where you can really have risk management, protecting your trade. So if you do lose and it goes in another direction, you know how to protect it and maybe just lose a little. How to monitor trading performance, how much capital is required to trade efficiently. So this is an article that I'm going to do my best to I'll have this article if you want to go back and read it. I'll have it in the description. It's not in the description now, but I'm going to go back and do it. Now you have different types of traders. Okay, there are all types of different traders. You have to choose which one fits best for you. Now I've already developed the type of trader that I'm learning to become, but let's go over the different types of traders. I won't read them all. I'll talk and go over what I like. I don't want to come in and out, you know what I mean? But the different types of traders, you see scalper, day, position, and swing. Are you the type of trader who never leaves open positions after trading session, or are you someone who's willing to wait hours or days or holding positions? Are you satisfied with just a few hundred pips of profit, or are you aiming for something bigger? I want to ask you this. Would you like to just learn to copy and paste? This word pips means currency. It means cash flow. This is something good, okay? But if you can copy and paste with some programs out here, you can take trades from professional traders, people who've been in the market for months, years, and who've developed the skill to be able to pass the knowledge on, okay? Your answer, these are among the factors that determine what kind of trader you are. Any young people still hanging in there with me? Look, I know even myself, but I'm developing it. Our attention span can be low at times, okay? But these are the things we must pay attention to, guys, because everything else has changed. If you're banking on a job, if you're banking on traditional education, those things are obsolete right now. And they're not coming back, actually. I'll have another video that I'm going to be coming out with soon called The Fall of America, the fall of this great country. We see it, but many people are still in the matrix. But this is opportunity I share with you where you can get knowledge and learn how to actually leverage systems, leverage a skill, and use and earn income from your smartphone. So I'm going to go down. I won't continue to read all of this here, but look, a scalper. This is what I love. This is what I'm learning to trade. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be a day trader and hold positions a little longer, but scalpers are the ultimate short-term traders. They operate in even smaller time frames than day traders. So what's a time frame? You may have a 15-minute time frame. You may have a 4-hour time frame, a 1-hour time frame. Okay, so these are the different time frames that you'll learn all about with this skill. They are frenetic traders who spend a large chunk of time glued to their choosing markets, making scalpers among the most dedicated traders. Capital. While scalpers don't necessarily need a large amount of capital to begin Look at that, trading. They will need a steady flow of money for them to take advantage of any opportunities that pop up in the marketplace. So let's read this one more. Day traders are live. They're trading lives on small chunk at a time. They're the guys who aim for short-term trades, usually for periods of less than 20 minutes. Since they trade in very short time frames, they tend to focus more on immediate trends than long-term basis. So you got the capitals, you got the target profits, you got the swing traders and position traders. These are individuals who have a large amount of capital and they're holding trades for months, years at times. Okay, so when you saw that short video, I mean, this is what that guy was talking about. How can you be excited about a crash? I mean, you got to be on a whole nother level of thinking, a whole nother level of skill. I mean, when the crash happens where the majority are getting wiped out, you're learning to become a professional trader where you're making income, currency, based on the market going up or down. And as we see, most majority of people around us are going down because they're dependent on a job, they have no side project, they're not developing a skill, they don't know how to preserve. All these things are very important in the new economy. So why Forex trading is the best business in the world? And this is just a blog from someone. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying that I love the skill. I love to develop the skill. I love the opportunity where I can go in on my phone. I can plug into a syllabus. I can plug into training, but then I can go in on my phone, take a trade after looking at the market or after getting a trade from one of the professionals, and I can earn income. That's why I love it. Then also I can pass this information for another person to use their judgment to take this in their life and learn. Everyone's learning curve is different. We're going to talk about that. I want to share some information with you. But why Forex trading is the best business in the world? As far as I know, trading Forex is a business that is the best way to make a living. Why? Because it's more than just a way to make money. For clarity, check on my About page. You can do that when I post this. You see, I don't consider myself to be a simple trader. I really consider myself to be a capitalist and an explorer. So capitalism is all about what? Entrepreneurship. For me, trading was never meant to be an end of itself, but rather as a means of more meaningful and fulfilling end. So I'm not going to read all of it, but this is a blog. This is why he feels trading is the best business in the world. Trading Forex is a business as a business. Reason one, leverage. A big reason for choosing Forex as money-making endeavor is the leverage that's readily available. If you try to borrow $100,000 from your favorite bank to start a business with no track record, you'll be shunned to the door faster than you can say pretty please. Trading provides the lowest barrier, most effective access to borrow tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars in your bid to make a profit. They give you so much leverage, guys. You got to come in and just even understand the language that I'm talking about. That's why I love the training that I'm getting. It just takes you from zero to hero. You just learning this like, wow, I wish I had known this years ago. Okay, limited downside risk. One of the biggest risks of running a traditional business is that you personally stand to lose more than your initial investment. I mean, he's right, but even though brick and mortar businesses, and now we're going into a round two of this shutdown stuff, look, it's imperative that you learn to make money online. I mean, really, these things are important. There's so much changing in the economy, but while the currency is still in existence, we most definitely want to learn how to bring it to us and then move a part of our cash flow into other things that protect us and take us into longer things. So there's really no downside risk. I mean, literally, you can start trading with a demo account. Literally, you can come into the market with very little cash, and this is true. Okay, if you had a brick and mortar business doesn't work out for whatever reason, you may be personally liable for the debts of your business, including outstanding payments on your suppliers and contractors. So with all due respect, all of the great small business owners who are suffering from the situation, this is what this is talking about, okay? Flexibility. Getting into business is the most likely way to attain wealth. Unfortunately, in the event that it doesn't work out, there's an 80% likely, according to U.S. statistics, that the downside is often painful to bear. So 95% of businesses really fail. Okay? So scalability. Compared to traditional business, the potential upside to retail trading is virtually unlimited. If you are a competent trader, your profit potential is limited only to your ability to handle a large trade account. Okay? And this is important. To understand these things and understanding the scalability, no inventory, no staff problems, trading will never become obsolete. Okay, now You got other things you can be trading. Cryptocurrency is big right now, okay? And in the Forex market, you actually have your different cryptocurrencies on there. We compare them against the US dollar, okay? BTC against the US, things of that nature. Geographic independence. You can take this anywhere in the world. Anywhere where there's a Wi-Fi connection, you can take this. So this was a great article. And once again, I'm going to have this article in my description. You guys can go back, take your time to look at it. But I want you to hear from a young trader and just hear how trading has changed her life. Her channel will be there if you're curious about, because they're different traders with different views. Some of them flash cash, some of them flash a lot of materialism. I'm not saying that's them. I'm not knocking them. Okay, good people with good intentions. You know, building wealth is not about being flashy. Rich is flashy, wealth is quiet. But here's a young lady who I really liked her words, liked her composure, liked the mindset that she's developing. Remember, everyone's learning curve is different. Some people can pick this up in a few weeks based on how, when I say not to become a professional in a few weeks, but you know the basics where you can actually go in and trade. And as I'm being taught, you want to take 13 trades with your demo account before going with your live account, just to get you comfortable, okay? And you know, you can go on in and do your own technical analysis or be part of a great network, which I'm part of, that I'm learning. We're winning together. So with that being said, I like this young lady's mindset and her composure. Let's check out what she was talking about here, coming directly from her YouTube channel.
I want to talk about some of the things that aren't really spoken about in the Forex space. So I've been trading for almost over a year and a half, and in today's video I wanted to share some of the things that I've learnt and how that has changed my life. Well, to start off with, one of the first things I could say straight off the bat is self-development and self-awareness. Those things have dramatically impacted my life, and I became, exposed to that because of trading. So I began building certain systems and processes geared towards, being the best version of myself. And that was super key to be in that state of mind, and that has dramatically improved all other areas of my life, whether that be relationships, uni, studies, family stuff, dealing with past trauma. And this just sort of leads on to how I started to get into reading. I grew up thinking reading was for nerds, where my environment, my family, we don't read. You wouldn't see a book. So I began reading and listening to podcasts, and that literally changed everything, because instead of just listening to news or drama or looking through memes or those kind of not really productive stuff during my commutes to uni, I began flooding my brain with positivity, knowledge, and just taking in words of wisdom from people and mentors like Gary Vee, Andy Frisella, Jay Shetty. And this just sort of goes into how that has helped me manage my anxiety and my emotions. Like I said, just being self-aware of your different triggers, your thought patterns, those cycles that you may play out. All these things go hand in hand, especially with trading, because mental clarity is imperative, and self-awareness when you are trading the markets. And I would say this also ties in with consciousness. So I would say that your level of consciousness is tied in with your level of awareness. So if you are trading from a low level of consciousness, you may be trading out of fear or greed or even desperation. But imagine turning that around and elevating your level of consciousness. Then you would be trading from a place of peacefulness and acceptance, and that will change your results for sure. I didn't just want to learn how to trade, but I wanted to learn how to be a good trader. So that's why I really got obsessed with the process. After realizing how we basically live 90% of all the other days, that really changed my perspective on life, and that's where I started to take responsibility for absolutely everything. So just being able to constantly work on myself and progress in my personal development journey, help minimize situations in trading, tweaking my stop loss unnecessarily. If you dig deep, that will come from something, whether that be the fear of being wrong, which if you dig even deeper might be an inner voice in our mind of our mum or dad telling us off for doing something wrong, so then you always feel like you need to be right. I feel like there's always just that reason of why we react a certain way in the markets, and that comes back to what are our thought patterns, our belief patterns, and what did we go through and what is sort of like our internal conditioning. Because I kid you not, if you are not working on yourself and if you are not being aware of your weaknesses, then those weaknesses will come bite you in the ass and, you know, will definitely affect your trading. So you'll kind of realize how I haven't spoken a lot about money, lavish cars, watches, Lambos, houses, whatever. And to be honest, because that's not really my definition of success. Right now, I don't really care. That's going to put a lot of you off, I know. You know, what success means to me is sort of just being able to strive and reach for my full potential, constantly working towards the best person I can be, while also leading by example to my family and others as a byproduct. And I know that everything else, the profit, the money, things like that, will come. It's not highly spoken about in this Forex space, and you know, you really got to fall in love with the journey. And what I find that's more impressive isn't, you know, having the financial freedom, but it was your journey towards it and your journey as a person, as a trader, as you're going towards financial freedom. Because after all the trials and tribulations, the ups, the downs, the frustrated nights, the waves of anxiety and depression, but you know, you wake up the next day, you're still continually persisting until you succeed.
What a powerful young lady, and this really gives us the opportunity, especially for young people, to see where you have other spaces, other industries, other places you can think about right now about going into to move forward in a new economy. But as you heard, her development mentally is big. Just listening to her, you know, her development mentally. To become that professional trader, you're gonna have to shut some things down. And I understand for a young person, like one of my mentors stated a while back, for young people, it's all about, how can I say this? It's all about just basically you understanding that you're going to have to develop new skills. You're gonna have to make this your accumulating years if you want to move and get ahead in life. You understand? And this is very, very important. And I hope you got so I had some music playing on this, so I hope you still heard me. I didn't check on that, but I turned it down a little lower, so I hope my voice was overriding that music. But for young people seeing this information, you're going to have to understand that everything has changed and we can't operate like we used to operate, like our grandparents did. But with that being said, this is a new economy. It's not our granddaddy's economy anymore. So you're going to have to really shut the world down, because the world is in a different space that none of us saw coming. And you're going to have to shut this world down if you want to have success in this new economy. And it's not easy for a young person to do that. This world is so alluring. It makes wrong seem right and right seem wrong. So this is an opportunity, as you see the devices that I have up, where you can now learn to make money on your smartphone, or you can learn to make money on your laptop, however you want to do it. So this is all on you. You have the devices, so you don't have to worry about that. Like I say, you're moving around with your income producing device, if I could say that. But these phones and the laptop is just showing you different views for the person who's never heard about trading, showing you different views of how the trading platforms will look from the apps that you would download and the charts that you will be looking and learning all about. And I'm telling you, once you find out the type of trader you are, some of the things within Forex maybe you don't have to get, but there are programs, and I'm just excited to be part of a program, and you can reach out to me. I'll have all that description I'll have all that information in my description. But there are ways where you can learn simplified education, where you can learn this thing and be up and running based on how serious you take it. You know, 30 to 60 days. I'm not saying to become that professional, but to be someone, who's comfortable with the platforms and can literally go into markets and start trading. So with that being said, great people, just wanted to share this other opportunity with you. As you know, I've always been a individual, and I said this in the beginning of the video, who's always about how can I preserve wealth. So we know cash doesn't do this, but this is a platform where you can create cash flow based on the network that you're with. You'll know how to now build true wealth. True wealth isn't in cash. Cash just allows you to acquire the wealth. So we're at a time where this education has to be known. And I think Forex, just in my opinion, Forex is a skill, but it's a skill that can be taken anywhere in the world. And I feel right now this is a good opportunity, great people. One of the best. There are other great opportunities. I mean, I'm a networker. I love to network. I love to help people. I love to communicate with new people, people that I've been working with who are still on the same journey, which is freedom. I love that. You know, but when you watch that young lady talk, it wasn't about the materialism. So you'll go on YouTube, you'll type Forex, you'll see a lot of people with different, different ways they're sharing the Forex opportunity. But there are people here that are very professional like her, and you got some that are flamboyant and they're very professional. But it's the mindset to develop, to move forward in the new economy. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for their time. I appreciate you checking out this information. Always feel free to reach out to me. I'm transparent. I have my information in the description where you can call me, email me, let's touch base. So with that being said, Demi Sanya tuning out with A Rich Education. You all have a great day.